It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Patriots and the Jags, coming up next.
GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State at TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the New England Patriots. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. 3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 13 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. He's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that can be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
On play action, Lawrence. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 20 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And I think he's a guy, if they had let him walk, no one was going to be shouting from the top of a mountain, but he's a good guy. He's a good locker room guy, too.
Good locker room and a good player. I mean, he's a valuable starter for them. And if you just want to start over and maybe bring in someone new, the learning curve might be a little bit big. So it's a good job by getting him taken care of, and now they can move forward.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a first down carry for Harris. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Toss left side for Etienne. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 41. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Lawrence. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Melvin Gordon unable to push his way forward. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Throwing Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Patriots take over. Damian Harris and the Patriot offense ready to take over again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. On 2nd and 7, Jones completes it to Benjamin.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go, let's go!
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the gun, Jones. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that'll be complete to Stevenson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On second down, this is Harris. Running right through him. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Davante Adams. As the first half is winding down. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a New England touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So at halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Stiff-armed him. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Going deep for Benjamin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Looking to throw. Jones. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
Right there, 54.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, he's going to go for it all. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. New England's offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They run again with Harris. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. Back now in Jacksonville. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. 114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Looking deep for Adams. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
To throw again on second down, Lawrence. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On third down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 29.
Let's go.
It's a big play there on 4th and 10. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And Sharp calls it in. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Touchdown, Jaguars! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 129 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. On 1st down, Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that is incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in the game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys.
So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 13. 1:50 to play. Well, their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. From the 29, Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's third and short. Lawrence. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. They got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jags have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Off the play fake. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Here we go.
A big play there on the catch and run.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. But taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth quarter comeback, able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it, in the fourth quarter? They had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory. But that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often. Not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for the Pats, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road test next week.